Still a beautiful morning out there. And of course, it's still Thursday, 23rd of April, 2026. And I bid you welcome to the show that keeps you up to speed with developments in and around the world of sports and also serves you exclusive interviews with sports stakeholders and personalities. Welcome to Now Sports Summary, right here on Radio Now 95.3 FM Lagos. I'm Nero Adesoya. The midfield maestro is what you love to call me. I'm looking forward to a great day, and this morning's bright as well. And of course, today's show is another special edition. As you always know, Tuesdays and Thursdays we bring you exclusive interviews with personalities in the world of sports, telling us what is happening in their own end of the woods. And today definitely is another day. And of course, I've got one which is special, just like we had on Tuesday as well. I have a guest who is a very good friend of mine and somebody we have practiced this journalism profession in the sports sector together for quite a while. And I'm very excited about his, turnaround. I won't say turnaround, but his metamorphosis coming from sports journalism and moving into sports administration. My guest today is a seasoned sports journalist, a sports presenter as well. And of course, he has been into sports administration for quite a while. He was in charge of the defunct Mountain of Fire and Miracles Football Club, MFMFC of Lagos, of course, bringing them all the way from the lower division into the Premier League. And of course, they were a force to reckon with at one time. And now, presently, he is the chairman of one of the defining club sides in the country, in the sense that they are trying to change the dynamics of club football administration and, of course, their operations in Nigeria as well. He's the chairman of Sporting Lagos FC, one of the club sides from the Nigerian National League that just gained promotion to the Nigeria Premier Football League, making it 3 teams, joining the likes of Inter Lagos, who just got promoted as well, and of course Ikorodu City, who are in the Premier League. And we're looking forward to a lovely 2025-26 season. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest today is the one and only Godwin Enakhena. Godwin, good morning to you, and it's a pleasure having you on our show this morning, Now Sports Summary.
Good morning to you. Thank you. It's my pleasure always to be on the show, and let us roll.
Yeah, let's roll. And I'm pretty sure it's you normally you would be on this side of the microphone, but it's always nice to put you on the other side once in a while as well. Let me first of all congratulations. I say congratulations to you and your management and your players as well for booking that ticket. It was a very hard-fought one, especially because you also had another team, Aqua United, who both of you had similar situations. You were leading a point ahead of them going into that final game. And then, of course, you needed to win away, just like them as well. So it was a very massive one. We'll get to how it felt. But first off, let me say congratulations to you and your entire team for gaining this promotion.
Well, I will say thank God first. Some persons who don't understand that we're Africans and our peculiarities are different from what you have outside of Nigeria. When we say we thank God, some will say when you want to interview a coach, the Nigerian coach will say, I thank God.
Yeah.
What the Nigerian coach says, the white coach don't see it.
Yes.
So there's a difference when the Nigerian, I think this understanding we must have it. The earlier we did, the better for us. What you see as a Nigerian surviving in Nigeria, you have to say thank God first. Next, the young players. Wonderful boys, they give their all, everything for us to be where we are today. Number 3, I want to congratulate Coach Jeff Butler, a young man from the academy as an assistant coach, who became an assistant also in the Premier League where we're, NNL precisely, and now in the Premier League. A young man who believed that this is doable. And of course, the man who spends the money, Shola Akinade. I've never seen a young man this faithful, this committed. In 2020, when we had a discussion, I was introduced to him by Colin Udo, And
Okay.
when we met the first time somewhere in Lagos, in GRA, he said he wanted to do this and do that, and that everyone is saying that I'm the man for the job. I looked at him, he was in his 30s,
Wow.
young boy, like, wow. He said he wants to do this. So I said to him, I said, I don't need your money. Um, I will advise you not to do this. Can you put your money somewhere, maybe in an academy or something, but not this our league? He said everyone he has spoken to says same thing, and that is the more reason he wants to do it. He has remained faithful. Shola, thank you so very much for what you did.
Wow. Of course, those who are wondering who Shola is actually a Nigerian software engineer and former CEO of Paystack. So, and he's been doing great things, of course, in his own sphere, which is the information technology and digital world. But he's also doing big things in, of course, talking about the football scene, sports in general. And I think we're going to get into that discussion of the kind of revolution that Sporting Lagos is trying to bring into Nigerian Football League culture. Of course, the likes of Remo Stars have started it, but you guys are also taking it to another level as well, which is why private involvement in private sector involvement in Nigerian football is very paramount. Let's first of all talk about the achievements. It's only one part of what will probably be your target as well, which is to win the league. But first, you have to also finish in a position to play in the Super Four, which you have already done, and that is a double-edged, achievement because it also gives you promotion to the MPFL. Let's talk about the incidents what happened on that day out there in Oshun when you played your opponents and you needed that victory, and you scored an early goal or you scored a goal and you had to hold on for their lives. What was the feeling like, especially in the last 5 minutes of that game, Godwin?
Wow, it's like a horror movie that each time I try playing back, what happened in Ileobo, in Osun State. Honestly, like a horror movie. I've been in this business for well over 3 decades now, so I understand how it works very well. I must say to the listener that never, ever have I ever experienced what I saw in Ileopo.
Really?
That was last week,
Yeah.
Thursday. Yeah,
Yeah.
never, 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 never. I repeat. Um, Before that game, we were number one on the table, 1 point ahead of Aqua United.
Yeah.
And I was very confident that the Premier League title, the Premier League slot was
Mm.
in our hands. Our destiny was in our hands. We have played Osun United in Lagos. In the first stanza, we beat them by 3-1.
Okay.
And I do remember the chairman of the club, Gbenga Ololade, saying to me, coincidentally, I'm the president of all the 36 clubs chairman in the league in Nigeria.
Okay.
So they call me, my title is the president. So he said, Presido, that's in Lagos, that you have a better team than what we to Lagos with than this season. Remember, the season before, the same venue at Onigon, Osun United beat us 2-1.
Yeah.
So this time we have defeated them 3-1, and the chairman is saying to me that, Presido, you have a better team. So we're going to Ilevo. Remember, Osun United have been relegated. So, by Nigerian parlance, Osun United don't have anything to play for.
Absolutely.
So, that was just it at the back of my mind. Beyond all of that, we have a better team. We have something to chase. They have nothing to chase other than maybe at best, maybe prestige, nothing else.
Yeah.
And I was also sure that when you get to that stadium, you won't find anybody. Maybe those who will come just to see Sporting Lagos. They've heard so much about Sporting Lagos, they want to see the boys. Then, I would say a week to that game, the feelers were terrifying. How we are going to die in a Lagos, how everything has been done and blah, blah, blah. So I started wondering. So I called the chairman. I said, I'm hearing some very funny stories. So He said he has been very sick. He has not been in Osun State. It's tomorrow now that he's trying to go to Osun State, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay. So all through the week, I chased him with phone calls. He dribbled me all through. But at every time I will speak with someone who is, if they just call me, as in this business, that's what happens. People call you. People you don't even know. Messages are sent to you. Godwin, be careful. That place you are going to, I will even advise that you don't go. They set a trap for you.
Wow.
They said they will kill your enemy, not me. What's going on? Again, I'm a fighter. I haven't gone through this room many times. I didn't. So, anyway, 24 hours to that game, I called the man, Benga, Balola, the chairman of Osun United. I said to him, I said, Benga, all that I've heard, I want to see tomorrow if all that I've heard are true. He said, don't mind them. No. Okay. So I drove. I did not take my driver along. I drove myself alongside two other young people. One of them, the general manager of Inter Lagos, Gabriel Adigwe.
Wow.
Fantastic
Gabriel
young man.
Adigwe, yeah.
Yes. Adigwe followed me alongside Dele Anto, a retired referee, who is my friend who does shows with me on radio.
Yeah.
So we took off for Lagos in the morning. Got to Lagos, got into the compound as the premises house in the football pitch.
Yeah.
And I saw some funny looking young men, holding different weapons and smoking in their hand.
Wow.
Anyway, that's what I see every time, so it's not a big deal. So I drove it. There was no association. We went in, parked. Then 5 minutes later, I got a call from my supporters club that they've been denied access into the complex. What is the problem? So I started calling the chairman. He will look at my phone, he will bounce it.
Wow.
He will look at my call, he will bounce it. He will look at my call, he will bounce it. I was seeing, but I didn't know I was seeing him, So eventually I used my other number to call him after like 2 minutes and he picked. So I said, Wenga, why are you doing this? What is all this? I thought your team is relegated. What is this? What is this thing? He said, no, he has information that talks are coming from Lagos.
Are you serious?
I said, talks from Lagos. Sporting Lagos fans are multi-millionaires. These are tech boys who are coming to have fun. And they chartered, Sporting Lagos didn't give them big. They came on their own, well organized, dressed, in Sporting Lagos attire with their vuvuzelas. They denied them access. But fortunately for me, the locals went behind, took the back door, and they came in. Immediately, the chairman of Osun United saw them. He went after them, he had 17 area boys.
Wow.
I counted as 17. He said they should chase them back. I called, I said, Ololade, what are you doing? Man, it was, like I said, like a horror movie. Then the next thing was, they just called me, my media guy, that at the pre-match, they told them that only one camera will be allowed there. If they see an extra camera, they will destroy it.
Wow. One camera from Sporting Lagos, right?
We are supposed to have 8 cameras.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
The only camera that will be allowed in that arena, whether it's sport or anybody with a camera, they will destroy it.
Wow.
So one of our guys, you know him, Victor Modo, came for that game. He had his big camera. He went to hide the camera.
Yeah.
He had to change his top from the Sporting Lagos top that he was wearing. I didn't know that was the beginning of hell. I called the chairman of the league and I said, George Alo, CEO, they have said our supporters cannot enter. It's only one camera and all the rest. He said, okay, it will deal with the situation, blah, blah, blah. Match started. Remember, my supporters were now standing outside of the
arena,
the perimeter.
The perimeter. Okay.
So they were far off watching, and game started, and you said the last 5 minutes, Nero, from the blast of the referee's whistle, it was hell.
Wow.
All the calls were against us, all the cards were against us, all the free kicks were against us.
So how were you able to get the goal?
That, there are some, like I always said, a lot of people will tell you that God does not play football. that is ignorance.
Okay.
I've seen God play football. I've seen God play football. The first time I saw it was during the FA Cup in Lagos. Many years ago, we were playing a team called FC Robo.
Okay.
FC Yobo.
FC
Yobo, Joseph
Yeah,
Yobo's team. Yeah.
Yobo's
Yobo FC.
academy. Yeah.
Yobo's younger brother, Edwin, was running it many years ago. It was an FA Cup at Agege. Every ball that was kicked will either hit the crossbar, he rose to the goal inside, he gets to the what do you call it now?
The goal line.
In the goal line, and it stays there. It stops. Then the second time I saw God play football was against Fayuma at Agege Stadium.
Okay.
Ask anybody who was that game. Then this, of course, I'm very prayerful. I committed everything to God. I fasted, But again, remember, God does not reward laziness.
Yep.
For those who do not know, that's why He said, "Walk before you pray." He didn't say pray, then walk. Walk and pray. Now I prayed and got into that game, fasting. Then before you knew it, which was inevitable, penalty was awarded
against your side.
So against Oshu United.
Against Oshu United.
Against Sporting Lagos.
Yeah.
Penalty awarded to Oshu United against Sporting Lagos. I sat with Dele Ato and I just said, Lord, this was not what you told me now. Because I didn't have any doubt that we're going to be any problem in Oshu. And that's what I said. Dele Ato now said to me, he said, Oga, did they miss penalty? I just thought, amen. That's all I think. Amen. They played the penalty, hit the crossbar, it came outside.
Wow.
I just said, Jesus. Then the referee hesitated for a few seconds.
He wanted to call the penalty back again.
He wanted that the goalkeeper
moved from his line.
God only to retake. God touched his hand. I couldn't believe that. It was 3 days. So
maybe it was VAR that told him they did a quick check.
So that penalty, game continued. Then our guy, we have scored before this incident.
Yeah,
we scored.
Had scored.
Alex Leme. Yes, remember that it was just a harmless, what you call a run or play.
Yeah.
They just crossed the ball. Leme was on his own. God also did it that if he had contact with any Oshu United defender, the
free kick would have been given. Yeah.
It was on his own. Nobody touched him. He just nodded. It was 1-0 before that penalty. I will leave the rest of what happened.
Yeah, there's not time, Self, because we still have quite a few things to cover. Let's now talk about, now you've achieved that, which is obviously one of your targets for the season, to gain promotion, because that makes it the second time. Don't forget, obviously you are well aware, because you are also the chairman of the side when you were in the Premier League, but couldn't, sustain that premiership status at that time. And that was 2023-24, which was just 2 seasons ago. But thankfully, you're back now. And the next target is Ikene, Remo Star Stadium, Ogun State, Super 4. You have some very formidable sides that you're going to be playing against. What's the plan for the Super 4?
Well, you know what? I like to restrict myself to talking administrative issues.
Okay.
I don't know anything about coaching. But what I can tell you, based on what the coach has said to me, Jeff Butler, and what the players are saying, is that he wants to be the champion of the NNL going to the Premier League. Okay. The players are ready, a little rest for them, and we are good to go.
I love that. Because that's also helping my time management situation right here. Let's talk about MPFL next season. That is a certainty. This is your forte, because you have to help prepare for the new season, irrespective of whether the coach will, when he gets to the bridge, he will cross it in terms of tactics and all the other things, which is based on the teams he will be facing. What is the preparation for management for this team? Because a lot of people will be expecting, injection of, Premier League experienced players and a few other things as well. What is the plan for the management ahead of the MPFL season?
First, Shola, we always, as always, motivate the players and the officials. That's the first thing.
Okay.
Number two, I also know that plans are in place working on our own facility,
Yes.
a stadium. You can call it a football facility.
Yeah.
I will not let too much out
Out.
of that, but I know we're working on that.
I know about
Number
that.
three,
So
yeah. Number three, we are keeping a minimum of 70% of the players that prosecuted this particular promotion to the Premier League.
yeah.
Let me also say finally that it's not a matter of life and death for us. We will do what we did the last time. If the shenanigans will make us deviate from what our policy is as Sporting Lagos, and we have to go down, there's no regret at all.
Let me quickly ask
We
you
will not
this.
play dirty. We will
What
not play dirty.
what
We
is
will
the
never.
policy of Sporting Lagos?
The
Briefly.
policy, first and foremost, is to play football the way it should be played internationally.
Okay.
That is the policy of football.
Which is in
and
fairness.
to make money playing
Okay.
football. Make money. Play fair, make money, win by all fair means and no shenanigans at all, home or away.
Okay. Let's wrap things up now. And I would want to talk about it from something that I said earlier in my introduction. The fact that you are hoping to revolutionize football management and operation in Nigeria. That's club football, that is. We have seen that of all the clubs, when you were in there in 2023-24, your revenue drive was absolutely impressive. Merchandising, a host of other things as well, like that. Match days, your match days at home used to be something that everybody looks forward to. It's like a family gathering, like a carnival.
Carnival, yes,
Yeah.
Carnival, like.
What should your fans be looking forward to 2025-26 season? Now that you're back on the big stage.
It can only get bigger. Even in the even if we were playing the NLO, it's the same thing. It's going to be carnival. It's match day. Match day should be fun day for the fans. That's what football is all about.
Absolutely.
That's what sport is all about.
Absolutely.
I used to feel elated. When I see young boys, young girls who should be at the movies come watch football, even if they score Sporting Lagos. You see them jubilating. You know why? They don't even understand. They just want to have fun. DJ
Absolutely.
is performing. Tenny is playing at halftime. There is money to be made at halftime. People going home with as much as 500,000, 1 million naira. There's good food. There's good wine. There's everything you can think of. Security is top notch. You can't come to Sporting Lagos game and anybody, will harass you. It's not possible. So what we are saying is football made in Sporting Lagos when we are playing in Lagos is fun time. Come and cheer us. No free gate. You have to pay to be part of Sporting Lagos game day. And you will not watch one game and you will come alone next time. You'll come with somebody. That's what we're offering again. We never stop it with NNL. And it's going to be much, much bigger than you saw in the NNL. That's the promise that we'll give.
Okay. I wish there was more time always when we talk sports. But no, of course, you and I are well aware of that. I'd like to say a big thank you to you, Godwin Enakhena, my friend and a colleague in the media industry, who is also the chairman of Sporting Lagos, for being my guest on Now Sports Summary this morning, even at short notice. Thank you very much, Godwin.
Thank you very much. First and foremost, I remain a sport journalist forever. Football administration is one side also, nothing else. Thank you so much.
Okay, Godwin, thank you very much. And that's the show.
God
Now Sports Summary right here on Radio Now 95.3 FM Lagos. And of course, you already know my guest today. And I've totally enjoyed myself. That story is one that we'll still have to listen to some other time. My name is Nira Adesoya, the midfield maestro, signing off, but urging you to stick around. My colleague, Biodun Adelore, will be right back with the rest of the midday show. He'll be restarting with the midday brunch. Good morning. Have yourselves a terrific Thursday.